Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of What's Now with John Marshall, your source for the most entertaining and influential people, places, and things in our world today. And I have yet another entertaining and influential person that done pulled up on the studio with me. We were just at his spot. What was it, Will? No, Zach, my bad.
Sunday.
What? Saturday? Sunday. We were just at his spot on Sunday with the bottomless mimosas. It was absolutely amazing. My boy Vell is in the building, the owner and CEO of BlaqHaus ATL right on the Marietta Square, BlaqHaus NoHo in Los Angeles, and we got a little something coming new for you out there in Panama. Vell, what's going on, homie?
What's going on, man? How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing just absolutely amazing. First of all, thank you for coming just to kick it, with me for a little bit. Saw you on Sunday, and I was like, bruh, let's set it up. Let's make it happen.
Sir.
So what we going to do right now, man, first of all, we just going to take it back in history a little bit.
Right.
And what I want people to do, what I want to do, man, is talk about the nightlife in Atlanta. Right. And for those that don't know, Marietta is a nice little suburb in the, I guess you'd call it Metro Atlanta area, is damn near ATL. You know what I'm saying? According to Amaretta, it's not Atlanta. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not Atlanta.
Right.
But you have a staple in the city, and nightlife and ATL are synonymous with each other. Right. Whether it's strip clubs, whether it's hot lemon pepper wings, whether it's any of those things like that. And you are somebody that has a real investment in the city. You have a brick and mortar spot, and no shade to any of my promoters out there. I was a promoter for a very long time. I never owned a spot. You know what I'm saying? I never paid those property taxes. Right. I never had to get the vendor's license from the liquor companies and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't have to do all that. So what I want to do is let's start back and then move our way forward, which is what I like to do with all the people that sit down with me on this show. Of how did you get to, like, when did it get you? You know what? I'm going to be in entertainment. I'm going to own me a spot. How did you get there, man?
I mean, honestly, it was random. I mean, back in the day, I worked in corporate America for about 12 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Doing what?
Sales.
Okay.
Yeah, sales. So, straight out of high school, started working for AT&T.
Mm-hmm.
I had a scholarship for wrestling. So, I almost heard.
So Vell can beat your ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's like, nah, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. They see me. But I mean, like I said, started wrestling, almost tore my ACL, and started working for AT&T.
Mm-hmm.
Once I worked for AT&T, I was making six figures. So I'm like, shit, I'm not.
Oh, you was getting it in. Oh, you say you were in sales, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he was getting it in.
Yeah. So made six figures. I'm like, I'm not going back to school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go to school to get out of school to actually pay for it.
When you're making the kind of money that people that get out of school don't even make right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
So I was 19, making six figures.
My goodness, bro.
Right. So, after that, I actually started promoting clubs. So we did all the clubs in Cobb County. We did Club Texano. We did Club Cali.
Texano, Cali, Red Train, Mariachi. Like, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
We did Door 44. We did, but I started off at the Underground at Club Frequency.
Bruh, what year was this, man? I used to manage Club Frequency. Oh, man, what was this, like 20, 11, 12, something like that?
Nah, it was back in like 2010. I wasn't even 21.
Me neither. We got a liquor sponsorship from Bong Spirit Vodka, but I wasn't even old enough to drink yet.
Right. I was using my homeboy ID just to get into the Underground. So
that was when you had to check the ID to walk into it.
Exactly.
Damn, but we probably run into each other before and just...
Yeah, probably have. Our promotion team was called Lavish Life.
Bruh, YRD Entertainment, man. Why?
Small world.
Bruh, Lavish Life, bruh.
Yeah.
Jay Sudduth, man. Damn, man, what was his name? I forgot his name, bruh. Okay, I know you. Lavish Life, bruh.
Yeah,
Lavish Lounge, all that.
Yeah, with Kelvin Carter, Rashid, all of us, and Rich GFC,
man.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
That's who ID I was actually using.
Okay, yeah man. Yeah. Okay, bet.
Yeah. So, that's how I actually started, and after that, everything in the Underground started actually dying down. So,
I remember that.
Yeah, we moved on to different spots and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I just got tired of actually being in Atlanta. I used to stay in the strip club. Like, literally, I was in the strip club.
Hey, that's us.
I just spent too much money in it. Like, within 6 months, I spent like 50 grand.
So hold on, wait, tell me this. So I'm tracking correctly. So you had the 6-figure job, AT&T, right?
In 2012, I quit.
And then you quit, and then you started promoting?
Nah, I was promoting during the process.
Okay. I was about, got you.
I was actually promoting during the process. So
that's what was funding all that promotion.
Yeah.
I already know.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, after that, I decided to actually move to Vegas.
Okay.
So, I just pretty much just up and left. I moved to Vegas in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Lived in Vegas for about 4 years. I was also working out there too. I was working for Cox Communication.
Okay, bet.
Doing the same thing I was actually doing with AT&T.
Mm-hmm.
Lived out there for about 4 years.
I feel like that money was good.
It was great.
Yeah, especially Vegas, West Coast Vegas.
Nah, it was great.
For Cox? Yeah, I feel like that was pretty good.
It was better at AT&T.
It has to be. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
It was better at AT&T. So, I mean, at that point, I got with my girl. And I was flying back to Atlanta, twice a month. Just to actually see them or whatnot. So,
so baby girl was living in Atlanta and you was on the West Coast.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. So, after that, I took a different position with Cox.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I took a different position is because I got tired of, keep on flying back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And then my oldest daughter, I didn't want to move her to Vegas to go to school in Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to girl dads.
Yeah.
I love you, Nova.
Yep. So, I decided to actually take a position in California.
Mm-hmm.
So with that position being in California, I actually had better schools. So that's the reason why I decided to actually relocate to California.
Okay.
Once I got to California, I actually took a pay cut. I took like a $50,000 pay cut when I moved to California. But I did it so I could actually have my daughter in a better school.
That's real.
So that's
a big pay cut, though, Vell.
Huge pay cut.
Goodness gracious. So you had to have been making a considerable amount of money in order to take a 50G pay cut and still be able to.
And I lived in Orange County.
Man, oh my bro.
Yeah, Orange County. It's high. I lived in Irvine.
Yeah.
It was extremely high out there.
Nigga, I was in Van Nuys when I was out there, bro. Nothing like that, bro.
That's where the other spot is at. It's on Lexington.
And NoHo, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So stayed in California for about a year, and then decided to actually move back because we didn't have any family in California.
Mm-hmm. It was literally just what, you and
me, my youngest daughter, and the oldest, and my girl.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. So decided to actually move back. Once we moved back, I moved to Kennesaw.
Okay, north side.
After that, my business partner in California, she hit me up just randomly. Like I said, she doesn't have a restaurant experience.
Mm-hmm.
I never actually worked in the restaurant industry either. And she was like, I actually found this spot. You actually want to invest in it?
Mm-hmm.
I said, shit, might as well.
But you got the promotional experience, right?
Promotional and management experience,
right?
Actually being in sales,
right? Exactly. So those are what I would consider transferable skills. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I know, and I want you to speak to this when we get to it, that ownership is very different from managing and even more different from promoting.
Correct.
But those promotion and management skills are still transferable skills that an owner needs to know and have if he or she is going to be instrumental in the creation and building up of their venue or their spot. Continue. Right. I'm excited, bro. I like it. I like talking to fellow promoters and owners, bro. I really do.
You good. So like I said, she hit me up and asked me if I actually wanted to invest with her.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, shit, might as well do
invest in Cali and LA.
Right. So California's the first location. So California's actually been open going on 5 years.
Okay. Congratulations, bro.
Appreciate it. So, hell, we both went in, just blindsided. Like, we really didn't know what to actually expect. So we got everything actually popping with that. Everything actually went well. So while I was actually living here in Atlanta, I was just on the website.
So you invested into, because we gotta make sure. Remember, they don't know. We got to talk to them like they don't know. So you invested into BlaqHaus NoHo while you were living in Atlanta.
Yep.
Right. So that's the first one out there.
Correct.
How much was that initial investment, bro?
Hell, the liquor license itself was like
$150 grand just for the liquor license, and then you got to get the building. You got to do the renovation. You got to buy all the furniture. You got to.
Yeah. Go ahead and drink
Hey,
over
look,
there.
hey, they over there like, yeah, we gonna drink on that one. So all in to open the doors up, and we might jump around a little bit on this one, but all in to open the doors for BlaqHaus NoHo. What was the initial investment to open the doors to get you ready?
That one was right under 4, because we didn't have to actually do any type of construction.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was all licensed and
okay.
You see what I'm saying?
You say 400. You say 4 like that's not $400,000, my G.
Because Atlanta was actually more.
What? Okay, let's keep going then. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. So after that, like I said, everything actually started going good. With NoHo.
Mm-hmm.
Trial and errors. And,
right.
COVID actually hit.
Oh, hold on. What year is this that y'all opened up?
2019.
COVID hit literally right after that.
Mm-hmm. And I opened up Atlanta in 2020 during COVID.
Okay, how does this work, bro? How are you still here?
So it was random. Like I was just actually on, I'm always doing my research. Mm-hmm. So I was just actually online, just looking at different businesses. And
during COVID to invest in? Or?
I was just looking.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't necessary to actually invest in, but I came upon the location here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit up my business partner. I was like, shit. I actually found the location. It didn't actually give me an address. It just said prime location. So I was actually thinking it was the Battery because it said Cobb County.
Okay.
But kind of find out once I actually signed the NDA, it was actually at the Square.
Right on the Square, yeah.
Right. So I'm like, hell, like shit, the Square is majority, white.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's no black businesses in there. I'm like, shit, let me go ahead and, take a shot with it because for one, I grew up in Marietta. I went to South Cobb High School.
Hey, shout out to Campbell High School, man. We don't know nothing about that South Cobb, bro. Hey, Campbell Spartans, anything, you know what I'm talking about?
Hey, the only reason why I can't talk shit because my daughter goes to Campbell.
Okay, exactly. There we go. But, my nigga, hey, Z's in the building. Z, hey, Campbell Spartans in here, man. You know what I'm talking
about. Yeah, man. So like I said, I found the location, and the spot, it was actually open. It used to be called Blue Mist.
Okay.
And I'm not sure how they were actually operating. Me personally, I mean, my chef Bunch, shout out to her.
Mm-hmm.
She could actually tell you, and actually, that's how I actually met DJ Hectic.
Okay.
Because he used to DJ at that spot before I actually took over.
When it was called Blue Mist.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Was it an urban spot? Was it a black spot?
He could actually tell you more about it because I really don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly don't know.
All right, well, we'll get into that. Yeah, we'll get into that.
It was supposed to be a hookah spot, but it was just weird.
So it's Marietta. Everything's weird in Marietta.
Right. So that's the reason why I had to actually spend so much more money because they serve food but never actually had an actual kitchen. So I had to actually do a full build out of the kitchen.
Now, does the license change when you have to? Okay, let's take it back a couple steps. We've been talking about the restaurant. We've been talking about the lounge. Or, excuse me, what do you call what you own? Is it a restaurant? Is it a lounge? Is it a restaurant lounge? Is it a...
Today, I would say restaurant lounge.
Restaurant lounge.
Originally, it's supposed to be just a restaurant.
Okay.
But we in Atlanta, so...
I was about to say, you got to bring out the hookah. You got to bring the stripper grill. Yeah, you already know. Okay, cool. So, a restaurant lounge, BlaqHaus. That's the name of it. We're going to get in... Matter of fact, let's start there. How did you get to the name of BlaqHaus? How did you come to the name?
So it's funny because a lot of people think we actually came up with the name.
Uh-huh.
The building in California, the sign actually sat like 40 feet in the air.
Uh-huh.
In order for us to actually change the name, it was like $40,000. So I'm like, you know what? We like the name BlaqHaus.
Oh, so it's already named BlaqHaus on the West Coast. Right. So we just gonna run with it and say this 40 G's.
Correct.
And it was spelled the exact same way and everything.
Exact same way, but it's a German name. But see, a lot of people think, not African Americans. A lot of people think that we're trying to just cater to black people.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, if you actually been to BlaqHaus before, we cater to everyone. We actually have a lot of white people actually coming there, Latin Americans. We have everyone that actually come into BlaqHaus. We just don't cater to just one group. Everyone is actually welcome at the end of the day. The name is just a name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't actually mean anything, but at the end of the day, it is a German name.
That is interesting because it's spelled BlaqHaus.
Right. It's a catchy name.
It really is. It really is. And that's an interesting thing that you bring up because it's owned by a black man. You know what I'm saying? Is your business partner male? She's black. Okay, yeah. So owned by a black man and
TC.
Shout out to TC. Owned by a black man and a black woman. It's called BlaqHaus. You know what I'm saying? So from the outside looking in, or I guess in the Marietta world or the everything is like, oh, it's the second, third. Do you get other people in there like that? You know what I'm saying? Because I know, I be in there and I be seeing us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So because I know the Marietta Square is very diverse. Mm-hmm. It's extremely diverse. And that food is going to bring anybody in there. It's going to sound like I'm doing a promotion for BlaqHaus. I promise y'all. Hey, this is not Plugola. I just really enjoy their food, bro. And hey, this is what's now with John Marshall. But no, that's dope though. So, okay. So you have BlaqHaus, and how would you describe the cuisine?
It's a Southern cuisine. So we try to put something in the location that they really don't actually have within at least a 20-mile radius. Mm-hmm. So of course, we have the shrimp and grits, fish and grits. Mm-hmm. For brunch, we have the lamb and eggs, steak and eggs. But our most popular item is actually a soul roll. So the soul roll is
soul roll.
We actually won an award for it.
Really?
For Taste of Marietta. Our first year, we actually won an award for Tastiest Food.
Oh wait, Chef said, did she say 3 awards? Yeah. She said 3 awards.
Yeah, 3
okay.
Awards. 3 awards our first year. So it's actually short rib, mac and cheese, and kale greens all mixed together.
Z, that's what you got when we went last time, didn't you? You got the soul roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's actually our top seller.
Okay.
Between that and our rasa pasta and things like that. Me personally, I don't eat spicy food.
Oh man, we're the exact opposite, bro. I love spicy food. Like, bro, I'll put hot sauce on salad, on pizza, on popcorn, on eggs. I'll put hot sauce on. I'm talking about all kinds of hot sauce. Texas Pete, Louisiana, Old Bay. I will put hot sauce on everything, man.
The crazy thing is,
and you Panamanian. Y'all don't like hot food?
I'll eat Panamanian hot sauce.
Okay.
But as far as ordering my food spicy, I don't like that.
Oh yeah, that's me all day.
Yeah, I don't like it. Let me put my own hot sauce on it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Because sometimes it be just overly too hot. And I just
see. I'm the type. I like it. I like it to hurt so good. You know what I'm saying? I like to be crying from my eyes, sweating from my ears, my nose, my eye. Yeah, I like it that spicy, bro. And it hurts, but it's so good. It's so good.
So good. I don't even like my food too hot.
For what?
Yeah, like just give it to me.
Just give me some good tasting.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be making noises and shit when
yeah. Yeah, you already know what it is. Yeah. All right, cool. So you have the location in LA. Right. You have the location in Atlanta. How much time do you spend between those two? Does your business partner?
She manages the LA location.
So she's out there in LA and you're here in Atlanta and y'all are kind of, just.
Correct. So when the LA location actually opened up, I was out there twice a month.
Okay.
Once COVID hit, a lot of things actually changed in LA. We had to actually stop serving hookah. We had to, just a whole bunch of changes that California actually required. Mm-hmm. So when I first opened up the location here in Atlanta, but my chef will tell you I was in there every single day. Mm-hmm. So, from day one, from the time we actually started construction, I was literally in there every single day.
I respect that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I was in there, boy.
Yeah, so now that I actually moved, I actually purchased my home and I stay roughly around maybe an hour away.
Okay.
I typically just go maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh, you out in the country with it then. You got you some land. You must have got you a little bit of land or something, man.
I'm trying to be away from everybody.
I see.
Yeah.
I see that Benz you riding around in, boy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you don't know what I'm talking about now. Now niggas don't know what I'm talking about. But I want to get back to, look, the Yo Gotti driveway furniture was about to play. Right when I said it too. But I want to get back to what you had mentioned, the COVID aspect of everything. Right. I had Dr. Ava up here, who is an internal medicine physician with Piedmont in Fayetteville. And she was able to, just kind of enlighten us on her experience during COVID and all that stuff like that. From a nightlife and restaurateur and owner's perspective, the fact that you opened and started a restaurant in NoHo in California, 2019, right?
Correct.
And then opened up another one literally during the pandemic, you know, in Atlanta. How did that affect the business? Because a lot of restaurants, man, so many restaurants closed. So many people couldn't recover from that. But you're buying buildings and you're opening restaurants during that time period. Explain that to me, man. How does that work?
It was a risk I was taking. But I mean, honestly, during that time, we was booming.
Really?
Yeah, like
on some like Uber Eats takeout type stuff, or people.
So my California location, that's how we was able to actually stay afloat. You know, doing all the takeouts. And California around that time, they was actually trying to promote a lot of Black businesses. So my business partner, she was actually on the news, pretty much just everywhere, just actually promoting as well too. So a lot of the takeout orders in California, that's pretty much what actually, you know, kept us running.
Kept BlaqHaus in general running?
California.
Okay, California running.
Atlanta?
We didn't give a damn. We was in there. God damn it, Atlanta. God damn it, Atlanta.
Honestly, the Atlanta location, with 8 months, we actually made more money than California for the whole year.
Now, I'm going to be all the way 100 with you and keep it real with you, bro. Was that the right thing to do? Do you think, as far as COVID and what it was doing and it was killing folks and all that stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Now, I traveled a lot during COVID because tickets were like $12. You know what I'm saying? Now I have my mask on and stuff like that. And I caught COVID too. I'm not going to say where because I ain't going to say where. But, was it the right thing to do, man, during all of that, bro? I'm not asking your opinion on COVID. But I'm just saying.
So when I first opened, like I said, it was primarily just for a restaurant.
Okay.
It wasn't supposed to be anything on the nightlife level or anything like that. Once we opened, my grand opening, I didn't expect it to be how it was for our grand opening. It was packed literally from 11 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, from like 11 all the way to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Yeah, we had so many people we couldn't even accommodate. Like our numbers that day.
That has to be a great feeling, man. An amazing feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, we that day, I think we had a 30 plus grand that day.
30 grand in a day? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was an amazing feeling.
He said, fuck COVID. We did 30 grand. We open for business. You feel me?
Yeah, it was.
That was up, though.
Yeah, it was literally, an amazing feeling, actually doing that. And after that, of course, we was actually following all the COVID protocols.
Right,
so,
gotcha.
Make sure all our, employees actually wearing the masks and whatnot. But again, we're in Atlanta. So with Atlanta, the COVID stipulations, it wasn't as strict as everywhere else.
Absolutely.
So that's how we was able to actually, stay afloat. Because Atlanta was wide open.
Right. No, yeah, we definitely were 100%, man. So with that right there, man, this is so interesting, bro, because very rarely do you get club owners and venue owners that are willing to talk about the inner workings of the business. And people just forget that we just went through a whole pandemic, you know what I'm saying? And how that affected so many people. Coming out of the pandemic, and we all know COVID's still around, the flu, RSV, we know it's all still around, right? And it's going to be around forever, right? But coming out of that, with y'all doing the numbers that you were doing, grand opening and during it, did you see the numbers rise after, I guess, the COVID scare or the COVID, you know what I'm saying?
So for the first 2 years, the numbers actually stay consistent.
Okay.
Now, today, as you know, it's a recession.
No, 100 on all fronts.
Yeah,
on all
it's
fronts.
A recession. Individuals don't have the same type of money that they did.
Inflation's going up,
exactly,
and people's money are staying the same, or
lower.
Yeah.
So we have actually seen a dip this year.
Is this your first dip? Is this your first year dip?
Yeah.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that's not bad. Right. You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things. Now, don't nobody want to dip, right, in their business. I don't want to dip in my views and my, engagement. But in the grand scheme of things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I mean, like I say, that's just, if it was only BlaqHaus, I'll be concerned.
Right.
But it's everywhere. Like I literally actually had my yard guy come cut my grass today. And he said his business is actually slow. So it's literally like...
And everybody needs their grass cut.
And it's slow.
Yeah.
And it's slow. So I mean, like I said, everything right now is just the economy. The economy is just messed up right now.
Mm-hmm. Let's switch gears, man, into Atlanta nightlife as a whole, because you're a part of that, man. You're a staple in that, and you're a part of that. When I was growing up, I went to Morehouse. We was throwing all the parties, all the homecoming parties. We was doing stuff at on when it was Simpson Road, not Joseph E. Boone, at 868 doing Thirsty Thursdays, at the Atrium doing pool parties when the Atrium had a pool in it on the east side, 714 downtown. So I come from the party promotional background. Then I started hosting all of my own parties, and then somebody told me, they was like, yo, do you know who Ryan Seacrest is? I'm like, bro, I don't know who Ryan Seacrest is. Looked him up on Wikipedia. I said, oh, that's what I want to do right there. So I want to host. I want to be on TV. I want to do this, that, and the third. And that's how I got into radio, because that's his main thing. You know what I'm saying? Outside of TV. So that's how I got into what I'm doing. So when it comes to Atlanta nightlife, and when it comes to the promotion, you were Lavish Life, which is, that blows my mind, man. How different is it from when we were promoting back in the day? Lavish Lounge, Dreams, what else, man? Frequency in the Underground, House Nightclub. Exactly. How different is it from back then than it is today? And what are the pros and cons, man?
It's completely different. I mean, when I first started promoting, people was coming into party and whatnot. Nobody cared about bottles. People just came in there,
pictures, $20 pictures, $20 pictures, a blue motherfucker, Long Island iced tea or sex on the beach. Exactly. I know.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Want nobody worry about bottles, and want no bougie shit or anything. Nowadays, it's like shit. If nobody popping bottles, it's like you ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man. So it's like, it's day and night. Day and night, from how we used to be. Back then promoting, we actually used to make money.
We really did.
But see, that's the main reason why I stopped doing promotions, is because once everyone tried to actually get on board, they started doing free parties.
Bro, trying to undercut everybody.
Exactly.
I remember we would get the flyers designed, have them like 5,000 or 10,000 flyers, like actual flyers, bro. And we put them under all the dorm room doors at Georgia State, at Morehouse and everything like that. Or we go to Greenbrier or Perimeter or Lenox and everything like that, passing out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like really putting in work, man, and able to make, man, 5, 6, 7, 10 grand.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you really did it and it was a big night, you know what I'm saying? You can make you 5 figures on it, bro. And then the free parties came into it.
That's what fucked everything up. Yeah. And I even used to do eye candy. I don't know if you know about eye candy over there.
Off on Fulton Industrial?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I dated the nigga that owned it. Yeah, I dated his daughter.
For real?
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna say no names. Bro. Yeah. You know who you talking about. But not yet. I can't admit, man, we did a party there back when College Hill was popping. College Hill, the reality show on BET.
What days did you do it on? Because I used to
I just did it. I did a one-off. I did a one-off on a Saturday. And I had Dennis from College Hill and Drewski, not the comedian Drewski now, but Drewski from College Hill in there. And I did a one-off, man. Bro, we popped like seven bands that one night, man. Yeah. Yep. Eye candy. Wow, bro.
Yeah, we used to do it on Sundays. We used to call it Secret Sundays.
Secret Sundays. So we, YRD, we did Fridays at Figure 8.
I used to do Tuesdays at Figure 8.
With Bruce Atwater and Jason and all them, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know that building is abandoned now completely, man. I was over there. Matter of fact, was I with you when we went to the Revolt World? Yeah, I was with y'all, man, and Frank Zanka. We were in the parking lot at Figure 8, man. Completely abandoned, man. I wonder what's going on with that building. Because you know what I think's gonna happen, bro? I'm giving away the sauce, man.
They're gonna tear all that shit.
They're gonna tear it down and put us on condos, bro. And whoever does it is gonna make millions of dollars.
So it's a good investment right there.
I'm telling you.
Try to find out and just hold on to the building because they're gonna have to buy you out.
Bruh, But
we'll talk offline.
I was about to say, yeah, y'all ain't gonna get all that, man. Y'all ain't gonna get all that.
I remember one Tuesday we actually did figure 8 at Young Dro. You remember when he used to have that Escalade with the
with the Dro sign in the front of it? Yeah, because he was dating a chick at Spelman. He would come and pick her up all the time, bro.
That nigga came in there, thought he was stunting, and we was doing $2 Tuesday. $2 to get in.
Right,
like, man. I'm gonna pay for everybody to actually get in. This shit's $2. We probably had maybe like 20 people in line. So, I guess he was just doing that just to actually study.
Right.
But I mean, like I say, that's the type of shit that, we was actually on back then.
Man, the West Side was never the same before that and has never been the same after that, man. Campbellton Road, Greenbrier. So I'm getting, this is nostalgic for me, man. CRG.
I used to do body tap too. Before,
really?
Yeah. I did body tap right before old dude got killed.
Okay. Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, okay. Bet.
So did body tap as well too. Man, I did so many clubs in Atlanta.
I feel like I'm talking to myself, bro. I feel like, yeah, man. We've done so much. Chaparral, man. Guest starred on Miami a couple times, man. Shout out to Stainless and Chris.
So Miami used to be shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nico and all them out there, man. Untouchables. Shout out to Tess and Shadow, all them. All right, so yeah, we going out of promoter. If you from Atlanta or you have partied in Atlanta between the years of 2004 and 2000, I want to say like 12, you know exactly who we're talking about. That's dope, man. So with all that being said, you got BlaqHaus, you got BlaqHaus in California, you got BlaqHaus in Atlanta. Talk to me about the next venture and the new move that you're making, because I know you're Panamanian, correct? And when we were sitting in BlaqHaus this past Sunday, you told me that you're opening up another one in your back home.
Right.
Talk to me.
Yeah, so this location is not going to be BlaqHaus.
Okay.
So my great grandmother, she actually raised me. So I named my daughter after my great grandmother. She raised me. She raised my sister. She raised damn near all of us. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to actually open up a location in Panama in the name of her. So it's actually going to be called Carmen. So that's actually going to be the name of the restaurant. And again, I lived in Panama for 9 years. So with that, it's not even about the money. It's just really about me actually putting something where I'm actually from. You know what I'm saying? I was born in Brooklyn, but at the end of the day, I'm still Panamanian.
Damn, nigga, Brooklyn,
yeah,
Panama, ATL, like
Vegas,
Cali. I like it. I love it, man. I love it.
I've been all over. So right now I'm actually in the process of doing the build out for that location. Okay.
So you already got the spot. You already got the okay. Yeah, so this is happening.
Yeah.
Because me and Z were talking about this on the way over here. Yeah. We was like, yo, when he get that done, bro, we going to Panama, bro. We gonna be like, nah, nigga, we know the owner.
Yeah. So I actually bought the spot like a month and a half, 2 months ago. So I went down there, just checked everything out. So everything actually checked out. So, right. I just recently actually received a quote for the construction just this past weekend. So that's basically what I was actually waiting on to go ahead and do all the renovations.
So what kind of spot are we talking? Are we talking food? Are we talking restaurant? Are we talking loungy? We talking, and what kind of food?
So I'm gonna do kind of like a concept just like BlaqHaus. So this location is actually 3 levels. So downstairs there's no business there downstairs. I'm actually on the 2nd level, and then there's actually a club 3rd level. So the club is only open 3 days a week.
I'm surprised you didn't buy that, man. I'm surprised you didn't buy it.
I want to.
I bet you did.
I want to, because it actually has rooftop. So
oh, man. Rooftop in Panama, bro?
Yeah. So, okay. And then the location where I'm actually at is called Casco Viejo. So that location is actually historic. They have buildings that have been there for since the 1600s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the Marietta Square, just like 30 times bigger.
Right. So, and up.
Correct. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 40,000 tourists that actually walk through that location every single day.
What did that cost you, Vell? Give me a ballpark.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
Nah.
It wasn't bad. Was it more or less than the
BlaqHaus here? My portion, I think I was like $270 for my portion. Because I actually have 2 other partners. So cool. I brought in my best friend.
Gotcha.
My best friend is actually Rashid. So you probably actually see him at that location before. And then I actually have TC, which is my business partner in
Right.
California.
So
BlaqHaus is me and TC.
Gotcha.
But again, like I said, that's my partner. So,
Right. Yeah. Trust me. I know.
Yeah. So here for my portion, I spent about $260.
Okay.
For this location here.
Gotcha.
But Panama, like I said, is not.
Oh, well, that's not that bad, then, man. Yeah. And that's all you? Or okay, bet. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, as far as that, like I said, it's just a different location. You know what I'm saying? And me, ideally, I actually wanted something in the city. But when I actually found that location, it just actually made sense because it is a tourist it is a tourist area. Like if you actually Google right now things to do in Panama, they're gonna tell you go to Casco Viejo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
so this was strategic, as all business.
Nah, it really
wasn't. Okay.
This shit just happened.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it just happened. So as far as like I said, the location, it has so many different restaurant clubs and things like that. But see, the thing is, in Panama, you either have money or you don't have money. You know what I'm saying?
There's no kind of
ain't no recession, ain't none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, when COVID hit, they actually hit Panama bad because they actually had all these curfews and whatnot. But as far as with people spending money there, they gonna drink all day.
What is the? I don't know, man. What's
dollars.
The currency? It's dollar, U.S. dollars. Okay, cool.
That's why I didn't mind doing it.
Okay, see, now it's making sense. Gotcha.
Why I didn't mind doing it because I wanted something in Mexico.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, which is pesos. Right.
But dollars is actually worth more.
Right.
So it didn't actually make sense for me financially to actually do something in Mexico, even though Mexico is a tourist area as well too. But financially, are you going to still sit here and make the same type of money? If I do something in Mexico, I'm doing it to make money. You know what I'm saying? But in Panama, I know I'm going to make money, but it's really not about the money.
These are the kinds of conversations, man, that, man, they get me going, bro, because it's two black men sitting and talking about, and really more so for everybody else to hear. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, nah, man, I've grinded, I've worked hard. I've built my business up on different coasts of the United States. Well, I really want to go to Mexico and run it up again. But you know what? Open up the peso. That's a little bit lower value than that. So let me go over here where it's the U.S. dollar and, it's family and it means something more than just the money. Man, that's what and I try not to be the I'm not Martin Luther King of our generation. I promise you I'm not, bro. Right. I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I try to be a decent guy, but these are the kind of conversations that are really dope, man, for people to see people like you. You know what I'm saying? Doing these kind of things and having these kind of conversations. So a question for you. So everybody that's a promoter and that I know that doesn't promote anymore because the shit gets hard and you grow up and you have kids and you say, I can't do this no more. Right. But when it comes to owning and managing, you know what I'm saying, a property and a venue and a club, what is some of the hardest things that you've had to go through? Because everybody thinks that they're the smartest person out here, that they got the perfect spot and they got the perfect idea with the perfect cuisine, but they really don't know what it is until you get into it. What's some of the hardest stuff that you've had to deal with owning not one, but two different venues on two separate coasts and starting another one? Hiring? So hiring or help?
Hiring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain that. Talk about that.
So with my front of the house, if people don't know what front of the house is, that's basically servers and bartenders. It's easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the easiest thing to actually hire.
Right.
As far as the back of the house, which is the kitchen, that's the hardest. Like my chef, she will actually tell you. Since I actually opened up, I've been hiring for the back of the house since I actually opened up.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, what's up with that turnover rate? What's up?
It's not even a turnover rate. At this point, people just don't want to work.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I go to other restaurants, if it's slow, as far as getting your food, I understand. Before I actually owned the location, I never actually understood until now that I actually have my own spot. Now I get it. You see what I'm saying? So,
man, I wasn't even going to go here, but you just brought up something so good. So I know you saw the whole Keith Lee.
I saw him in the airport that same day.
That same day that it all happened?
Yeah, so I was actually going to LA. He was in front of me in TNT.
about him, critiquing the Atlanta restaurants and the slow service and we can't pick stuff up and everything like that. And man, I had kind of mixed feelings on it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I have experienced that before, but I'm also from here, bro. And we kind of get special treatment when we, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, some people don't understand. Like, I know Cardi B actually stated, that, some of these Atlanta restaurants and clubs not trying to make money because they actually close on certain days.
Right.
But at the end of the day, she's rich. You know what I'm saying? So she's not understanding if you actually open up on days that you're slow, you're going to actually lose
You're
money.
losing money.
Yeah, you're going to lose money because now your labor is actually higher than what you're
bringing in.
Than what you're actually bringing in. So that's why some of these restaurants are actually closed on Mondays. Like now, I'm actually closed on Mondays.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Before, I never had to actually close on Mondays, but due to the fact that there's inflation, I had to actually close on Mondays because it just doesn't actually make sense. You know what I'm saying? So now, as far as deliveries and things like that, we don't have any type of stipulations. Now, before in the beginning, we wasn't actually doing any type of takeouts. I mean,
you said you were or were not?
We were not.
We're not doing takeout.
No, we were doing regular takeouts, but we were not doing DoorDash or Uber Eats.
So when you say regular takeout, you mean that somebody can call BlaqHaus and say, "Yo, I'm going to pull up and grab my food."
Correct.
So we're not doing delivery. We're doing takeout at that point. Okay.
Correct. But we weren't doing that only on the weekends because it was too busy.
Too busy during the week.
On the weekend.
Oh, you only did it on the weekend?
No, we did not do it on
the weekend. We did not? Okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was just too busy. You know what I'm saying? So,
which makes perfect sense, man. You're a restaurant and lounge.
So we want to make sure that we actually taking care of the people that's actually in the building rather than, we have, 10 DoorDash orders and now we have an hour wait because we got to actually sit here and fulfill these orders.
See, and that piece right there is what I'm sure a lot of people don't hear when they see the viral clip. And no hate to Keith Lee, no hate to Cardi B, no hate to anybody or your opinion or what you experience. But that piece right there, if I'm open for DoorDash on the weekends when we're popping, and this is Atlanta. This ain't somewhere in Wyoming. This ain't somewhere, in Montana. This is Atlanta. If we're trying to do DoorDash stuff on the weekend and we got a house full with every section piled up, chef is back there going crazy trying to get right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your DoorDash order finna be late, bro. Exactly. So it's like, let's not even, step across that line.
We're not even doing it.
Man, that makes so much sense, bro.
Yeah, like I said, it's so much behind the scene that a lot of people don't actually understand. And again, I never actually understood it until I actually got into it.
Until you got into it.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, going to restaurants, why is it taking an hour, for me to even get my food? But also, too, you got to think about your staff. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the proper staff, because at one point, we were just actually hiring just actually have bodies in the building. You know what I'm saying? But that's where we fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? Because just actually having that body, it's not actually filling your order the way you actually need it. So we stopped doing that. So when we stopped doing that, we were actually understaffed. You know what I'm saying? So now I actually have some of my workers actually working 50 plus hours a week. I didn't want to do that because at the end of the day, I want them to actually still have a work-life balance.
Right.
So I mean, right now we're currently fully staffed right now, but at the end of the day, back then it was people just didn't want to work. So that's why, sometimes the orders actually take a long time. And then another thing, too, is if you have an order that was actually messed up, now you have to actually fix that order. So now it's actually putting your other order actually behind. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of parts in it that people just don't understand.
Yeah.
Like people just think that, it's just slow. Nah.
Do you think that people should have more compassion or just more understanding? Because it's like they don't know this, right? If they watch this, then they'll, get a better understanding of it. But they don't know this. Do you think that they should have more like, hey, y'all, we got you. Just relax. Do you think it should be more like that? Or do you think it's the whole, and watch this, the customer's always right thing? What do you think about that?
I mean, I feel there's a service responsibility to actually let them know what's going on as well, too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
So the service should let them know, okay, cool, we actually behind. But is the customer always going to understand? No, they not. You know what I'm saying? They not always going to understand because at the end of the day, they feel that they're actually paying customers. Their order should actually get, sent out, at a reasonable amount of time. But it's not always like that. At the end of the day, we could sit here and send out your order quick, but is your order going to be made correctly?
Right.
Not, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we want to make sure, okay, cool, if you actually wait in 30, 45 minutes, you're going to actually enjoy this meal.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Rather than, you actually wait 30, 45 minutes and you get the meal and now you got to send the shit back.
I know the answer to this already, but is it worth it, man? Is it worth it? Doing what you're doing. Clearly, this is what you do. It's taking care of you, your family, everything like that. Is it worth it, man? Because you seem to not be, really stressed out. You seem to be, pretty chill for the times that I've, ran into you and met you. You know what I'm saying? We ain't best friends, but I've ran into you a couple times at your spot. But, is it worth it, man? And do you like what you do? Do you enjoy what you do, man?
I love what I do. But would I do another restaurant here in the States?
Ooh,
I'm probably gonna switch directions. So,
really? So nowhere else in the States?
I want to do Miami and Vegas.
I was just gonna ask, would you do Miami, man?
I definitely want to do Miami and Vegas.
Mhm.
But coming into 2024, I'm switching directions.
Okay.
So one thing I want to get into is the salon suites and also Section 8.
Okay. So we going real estate with it. We going owning that dirt and them buildings.
Correct. Because one thing about Section 8, it don't matter if it's a recession, pandemic, you still make it.
Government gonna cut that check. That's a gem.
Yeah.
That's a gem.
Yeah. As far as the salon suites, it don't matter if it's a barbershop, nail salon, hair salon, wax. It don't matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You're not managing these employees.
Mm-hmm.
They're their own owners.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're their contractors.
When you say salon suites, for those that don't know, you mean having a building that has different suites within the building that you can rent out for somebody that does hair or somebody that does that's selling purses or somebody that's like that.
Yeah, I will actually talk about what exactly I want to do, but I want no one to actually.
Oh no, yeah. Don't give them too much sauce, man. Don't give them too much sauce.
We'll actually talk. Offline about that. I mean that's just something that you don't have to actually physically manage. The only thing that you have to actually worry about is maintaining your building. Right. As far as your employees and whatnot, those are not your employees.
That's up to them. So it's kind of passive income, but you still got to you got to be hands on from a executive level. You know what I'm saying, from the building level, but it's passive income.
Right. So that's something I'm probably going to look into. Going into 2020.
So would you do another? So is BlaqHaus open and able to be franchised? Would y'all ever want to do something like that?
We talked about it.
And
the only thing about doing a franchise, there's someone messing up your brand.
And, so when I think about franchises, the biggest ones that comes to name is Chick-fil-A, right? And the fact that Chick-fil-A is so consistent, you know what I'm saying, anywhere you go. That line can be down the fucking street.
It is.
But
it is not the only thing about that. The thing is about actually having a Chick-fil-A in a small business is day and night. The thing about having a black business as a franchise is completely different.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
You see what I'm saying? Because people actually set black businesses a certain expectation. But
damn near higher, right?
They do. You know what I'm saying? But again, if you actually go to Cheesecake Factory, you go to Houston's, you go to Marshall's and whatnot, they don't set the same expectations that they do, for Escobar or
That's crazy. Why do you think? I mean, I kind of know why, but shout out to Ricky Moss that just stepped in the building. What's up, my boy? What's up, man? Yeah. Why do you think that is, bro? Why do you think that is that we hold our people to such a higher standard, but will, not that our people are doing us wrong, but will let Cheesecake or whoever else, you know what I'm saying, mess this up or mess that up or whatever, or just be a little bit late or whatever, and you don't say nothing, or you don't complain, or you don't get on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter outside of Shawty that said, don't take me to Cheesecake for our first date. Right. Like, outside of that, why do we do us like that?
Honestly,
that has to be frustrating.
It is because, I mean, I don't know if we a black business, because like I say, any other race, they're not dealing with the same thing that we're
and they're not doing it to themselves.
They're not. You know what I'm saying? And just to actually just retract with what I was actually talking about as far as like the salon suites and the housing, black people don't try to do things together. They always try to compete against each other. When you actually look at white, Asian, Indians, they they work together, and that's why a lot of them are actually so successful.
They win.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as us blacks, always trying to work against each other, always trying to compete with each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same thing as far as holding the black business to a certain expectation. They're actually holding them to a certain expectation because it's like they want to see them fail. But you're not doing that for these other businesses. You know what I'm saying? If you go to, like I said, Cheesecake Factory, how many reviews? How many times have you actually seen someone actually have a bad experience and go leave a review?
Man, look, you will know if somebody's leaving a bad review because in this day and age, TikTok, Twitter or X, Instagram and everything like that, they gonna let y'all know, oh, Shawty said this or Holmes said this about this, that, and the third, bro. The only time we heard Cheesecake Factory was when Shawty said, don't take me to Cheesecake Factory, which is promotion for Cheesecake Factory. Cause she didn't say the food wasn't good. She just, you know what I'm saying? That's weird, man. Yeah. That's weird, bro. Yeah, does that get to you? Does that affect you at all? Does it?
In the beginning, it did. In the beginning, it did. Cause I mean, again, I never actually worked in the restaurant industry. But it's like now I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta have your own personal opinion.
Right.
So if you have your own personal opinion, I mean, at the end of the day, I can't control how you actually feel. But I mean, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like something, hell, you just don't like it. I mean, can we actually sit here and fix this order? Yeah, we could actually sit here and fix it. But I mean, at the end of the day, we can't please everyone.
Right. And that's in any industry.
Yeah.
That's in any industry.
You can't please everyone.
What has been what's been the worst review or the worst? No. What's been the craziest interaction that you have that either you or Chef or somebody has had or Ricky that has had with somebody that is in the building? You know what I'm saying? Like something that's just crazy, like, yo, bro, leave, or you know what I mean? Like, what's the craziest thing that has happened?
So as far as like craziest review, my girl, her cousin, actually proposed during brunch.
At BlaqHaus?
Yeah. What was it like? Yeah, like last.
Oh, this is recent. Okay, it's pretty recent.
No, it was like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Like 2 years ago. We got a review saying that they did not come to brunch
to see a proposal.
To see somebody promote, and the DJ turned off the music.
For a quick little proposal, celebrating love with a black.
Yeah.
Celebrating black love. So y'all gonna review, we didn't come here for this, but I bet that food was banging.
Yeah, so again, that's what I'm saying.
That's like, wild, man.
They just leave anything. One time, you know, Boss, he actually does Sunday brunches. And you know, we do karaoke as well on Sunday.
Right.
He's been the only DJ that I have seen that plays church music and everybody be actually partying.
Now, Ricky Moss is a hell of a DJ. I've been rocking with Rick, man, for how long, bro? 15 plus years, something like that?
Yeah, and we got a review saying that they did not want to actually listen to church music.
Yeah, man. They probably need to go to church. That's probably what they need to do.
Yeah. So I mean, like I say, you know, what I tell my servers, control what you can actually control. If you can't control it, then, you know, I'm not going to sit here, you know, penalize you for something that you can't control.
Right.
If you can control it, then, you know, that's actually completely different. Yeah. But, yeah, no, we get some crazy reviews. I mean, as far as any crazy interactions, I mean, I really can't say, you know, dealing with drunk people.
Right. Yeah. You got security and everything like that. Yeah. Here's a question for you, Matt. Now, for those that don't know, Marietta is one of the suburbs in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta. It's right there. And it's plenty of black folk, plenty of Hispanic folk. But just like anywhere outside of the heart of Atlanta, it's got a lot of Caucasians and people from the Caucasus Mountains, a lot of colonizers. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you like that, don't you? I heard that. How is it, man, being a young black owner? I own this right here on the Marietta Square. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know for a fact or for certain if there are tons of black-owned businesses there, but I'm going to...
black-owned businesses.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm going to guess that you probably are the only one there.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that, man. Do you know the other owners? Do you know the other businesses? Do they come and patronize your business? Do you have any kind of relationship with people? Are you kind of the redheaded stepchild on the square? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I keep to myself, but I speak to everyone.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you never know who you actually gonna sit here and run into. I mean, as far as across the street, you have the Irish bar. I'm not gonna say the name, but we have the Irish bar across the street. A lot of we get a lot of their customers. But I mean, half the time with them, they just be too drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far so I can't say that we don't get drunk, but with them, yeah, and we have swings. I remember one time, dude was actually standing on the swing. He fell down.
Standing on the swing.
Yeah, standing on the swing. He
right by the bar.
Yeah. He fell down, hit his head on the corner of the bar, busted his whole shit open, right? So I'm actually in a private room, trying to actually like tend to him, make sure he's actually straight.
Right.
2 minutes later, his homeboy was standing on the swing too. so
were they us or were they them?
Yeah, it was them.
It was them. Okay, I just wanted.
Yeah. So again, like that's the type of stuff that we have to actually deal with. With that. But now we have a lot of loyal Caucasian customers, like that's actually in there, on a weekly basis. Especially majority females. And with them, I remember one time they actually bought some of our uniforms because they actually wanted the BlaqHaus logo.
Oh wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
I have, I can't remember if I told you this or not, man, but that Hamilton Jewelers that's on the corner on the square, it's the old Hamilton Jewelers building that's on the corner on the square right there, man. My homegirl, man, Jordan Trailer, she bought that building and she's turning it into a wine and tapas kind of bar. And I want to link y'all two together, man, because she's Black.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Black female, Black male, you know what I'm saying? The only Black people that own their buildings and own their stuff there. I think it launches sometime next year, but it's called Marietta Proper. But I want to introduce y'all to and link y'all to, man, because y'all have two very different crowds and what y'all are doing and everything like that. So there should not be any, you know what I'm saying? Right. There's always friendly competition and everything like that. But I want to link y'all to, man, because she went to Spelman when I was at Morehouse, bro. Okay. And my first baby mama, they were cool. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, but I want to link you with her, man, because she is literally building her stuff out right now. Right. Bought the building everything out, and y'all we got to stick together. Right, you know what I'm saying? We got to stick together, bro. So I will definitely make sure that I link y'all together, man, so that she can just kind of like, you be like, yo, look, I've been here for a minute. I know kind of the ropes and everything like that. And then y'all can she send people to you, you send people to her. And we just keep all this stuff in the family, just like the Jews do, just like the white folks do, just like everybody else does, man. We just try to kind of keep it in the family, man. Yeah, so I definitely want to link y'all up together.
I appreciate that.
Cool. So with everything that we've said, we got the new restaurant that's coming in Panama. We got BlaqHaus NoHo. We have BlaqHaus ATL. This is another question that I like to ask the people that come on my show. What kind of legacy, man, do you want to leave here on this earth when it's all said and done? You know what I'm saying? What do you want to be known for?
I mean, everything I'm actually doing is for my kids. I mean, otherwise, I'll still be working, in corporate America.
Right.
Like I say, I made these switches because I actually had my daughter. And I want to be.
Shout out to girl dads, man. Them daughters be changing you. Yeah. I love hey son, I love you too. Yeah. I love you so much. them daughters be changing us stuff.
She'll be 7. She'll be 7 next week. She'll be 7 next week.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So I mean, like I say, everything I'm actually doing is for my kids. And making sure I didn't grow up with money. Now I can't sit here and say that we damn
you were scraping off the
I can't say that because like I say, being in Panama and being in the US is completely different. Like the way we actually look at money is actually completely different. And my great grandmother, she did a damn good job actually, raising us and shit. So I can't really sit here and say that, I ain't come from shit, but looking in from the outside, looking in from the US.
But you built yours, bro.
Right.
You built it from nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? So with that, it's like, I just want to make sure that my kids don't have to actually worry about shit. It's not even about actually being rich or, being wealthy. It's just shit. You can wake up today and you ain't got to worry about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's basically my main focus as well, too.
Sounds good, man. Hey, well, look, Vell, I really do appreciate you coming by and just sliding by, man. I always enjoy myself when I come to your establishment. I'm really looking forward to hitting the one in NoHo, man. Yeah. And me and Z were talking about it earlier. Oh, we coming to Panama, Negro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we sliding out there.
And if you're ever in California, too, I ain't really actually talked about it. But I'm also in the marijuana industry as well, too.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, we not signing off yet? Hold on, wait. Hey, we got time? We got time, don't we? Yeah, we got time. Will said, hold on, wait. Excuse me, sir? Yeah, talk to me about that, man.
Yeah, so right now we're currently actually rebranding. We're currently rebranding right now, but the name of our business is actually Tremendo.
Okay.
So we actually have our own grow house in California. We actually been operating for roughly around 2.5 years now. So right now we actually moved to a different location, so we actually rebranded. That's why I really didn't actually talk about it.
Okay.
But it is Tremendo Trees. It is a legal facility.
Tell them that.
Legal. 100%
okay, there we go.
We have our license and everything. But yeah, that's something else that I actually been in, for quite a while.
Now, I'm about to say man, you done opened up a whole new can of worms, bro. Like, give me like 5 minutes, bro. Right. So, how did you get into that? You know what I'm saying? Because the weed industry, the marijuana industry, the medical, the grow and everything like that, especially on the West Coast. Because this southern, below the Mason-Dixon line, southeastern stuff, man, we still kind of catching up to all of that. But out there, you know what I'm saying, NoHo and where you at or where the other location is and where your business partner is, man, it's Wild Wild West out there. You know what I'm saying? You can really get it in. How did you get into that industry? Do not indict yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? how did you get into that industry, man? And just talking. I shouldn't have said that. Like, I got too many dope boys in the business, man. Everybody in here like, our heart gonna fire the hell out of me. But yeah, talk to me about how you got into that. How you get into the industry, man?
So I mean, also my business partner, like I say, again, shout out to TC. We actually
TC the plug.
Yeah. So we have 3 businesses together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Both restaurants and also the grow house as well too. So she's a great business partner. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, with her, she's always actually on top of her shit. So if she hit me up today about another business,
you say, let's go.
I'll do it with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the way she actually does business is A1.
Man, that's hard to find, man. Like a really solid, good business partner that you can really make moves and money with over multiple industries and multiple aspects, man. That's hard to find. When they say good help is hard to find, they really mean that, man. Yeah, so that's dope.
With the salon suites, probably go do that
with TC. All right, man.
You see what I'm saying? Like I say, she just solid. So it's like, me and her, we always actually think about different things to actually do. But yeah, I mean, like I say, that's just something that we actually been operating, for about 2 years now. And we do everything in California.
Is that a high cost of entry? Because, there's so many social media gurus and all that kind of stuff like that about how to start your own this, that, and the third and blah, 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 blah. But for somebody that's really in it, man, is that a high cost of entry? Is it worth it? Like
doing it legally, like an actual grow house with everything, with all your licenses and shit, it's over $1 million.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's over $1 million.
That's all the BlaqHaus, maybe times 2 as far as the upfront investment.
Yeah. And like I said, that's the upfront investment. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely costly.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Or will it be worth it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the weed market is different now. It's different from how it used to be, 2 years ago.
Right.
It's completely different. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like it's changing very consistently on a 6-month to yearly basis. Every time a new law gets passed in this state or that state or this state, or the federal law is tweaked a little bit, or the House bill is passed or whatever like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, it's a lot. It's a lot that has actually changed. And that's the reason why it's so many grow houses and dispensaries are actually shutting down in California. And the reason why is because a lot of them they're actually selling to the black market, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? So the ones that are not actually selling to the black market, now they're not actually making money. So that's why they actually end up shutting down. Because again, the marijuana industry right now is so fucked up.
So talk to me a little bit about that, man. The black. Hold on, wait. Let me make sure I got this correct. When you say black market, you talking about the black market, not the black market. Okay, got you. I would think if you selling to the black market, you doing all right.
You are, but the ones that are not selling to the black market,
right. But if you selling to the black market, you run the risk of all of the bullshit that comes along with that.
Right.
Okay, got you. All right.
So I mean, like I said, we don't sell to the black market.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, all we do is actually grow. You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all do like edibles, like the gummies and all that stuff like that, or just okay?
Like I said, once we actually transition, eventually we actually will. But as of right now, we just actually growing trees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bet. Cool. Well, on that note, now we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. Hey, but seriously, man, Vell. Again, I always have a good time when I pull up on you. Thank you for coming out. Shout out to my boy Ricky Moss that pulled up in the building. Hey, Chef, and hey, y'all come up here right quick. Yeah. Chef, y'all come up here right quick, man. Joe, you gonna have to help me out with the view just real quick so we can see them. You can see them. All right, bet. Yeah, y'all just hop on and just say what's up. Introduce yourselves real quick, man. That's right quick. Yeah, Vell, pull back out just a little bit. Yeah. One of y'all kick it off, man.
Well, what's down? DJ Hectic in the building. You already know, you heard me.
All right, bet.
Chef Marshal, I'm executive chef at BlaqHaus in Atlanta.
Come on, Rick.
Hey, man, it's me, Ricky Mouse, man. Just a regular DJ.
Man, that's the regular DJ.
Make mine sound bad.
All right, hey, Vell, look, man, we got to get you back up here. I like to make sure that I invite my people that I bring on this show back up here for, the next, when you launch in Panama, you know what I'm saying? And, definitely going to link with you when we shoot out to the West Coast and all that. And much success, bro, from one black man to another, bro. I want to see you win, my nigga. And, I love what you're doing and I support it and I respect it, G.
Appreciate it.
Straight up, man. That's Vell, the owner of BlaqHaus ATL, BlaqHaus NoHo, and the new one coming in Panama. I go by the name of John Marshall, and this is What's Now on iHeartRadio.